Okay, guys, as you guys can see, multiple teams are still alive in this lobby, which we guys can actually see that nobody has got that much of elimination for now. But let's just see. One team so far haven't joined in this match, as you guys can see, but multiple teams are trying to collect their loot first and get into action. Let's see how many time it will, how much more time it will take to get into the fight. But for now, in this school team, Polaris looting. Maybe you guys can see another team is maybe trying to get some angles over there. But in this apartment area, multiple teams are still trying to loot for their upcoming battle. But let's just see. Here we guys can see Red Dead Esports. They have seen to be looting this area quite maybe good for now. But multiple teams are maybe got their elimination as well. Okay, you guys can see here. Team X Generation, they got 4 elimination for now. They have wiped the first team. I guess I was a bit late to notice that, but let's just see. Multiple teams are still trying to get into the fight, and multiple teams, they are just not just getting into the fight. They are just avoiding the fight for now, but the battle had just begun. It had just begun 4 minutes earlier that we guys can see. That thing have changed for now. They just are looting, but okay. TX got their knockdown by the AUZ there, the X Esports. They have got a pretty good angle. You guys can see they have got a pretty high angle for now. They got the very highest positions by they can use, and they can use to get some elimination more in this area. But okay, they have just maybe they're just trying to move by that area, and they're just trying to change the position and get some extra angles from here. And we just see that they're just moving around. They're just moving around. They're just trying to get the information now. And the smokes, they are just fading away. That we can see that it is still has 20 seconds timer left in that area to see. But right now, we guys can see the team have already regained the situation. They have already got the really nice position, and they are just trying to leave. They are just trying to escape from there, because that will be a very dangerous area to be continued to be carried on. But right now, another teams have been scouted really good as well. You guys can see KP. They are just trying to get some more extra and extra elimination. But okay, here we have teams are chasing away. But I can see this is going to be the problematic thing for now. This stage is going to be very, very problematic. The trade is on. One player down from each team. But right now, this is the place where support should be leaving and maybe reviving his teammate for the better situation. But right now, he needs covers. He need the cover. He need the assistant. And maybe he need the really uh, helper guy behind him. But we can see the team have already departed from there. And the last guy, he may be trying to escaping from that area as well. There we can see player has gone. He's not in that area for now. And TX is still chasing for that last guy. And here we have X90 Taka. Maybe he got the elimination. I don't know by which team, but okay. Here we have HyperWorld, and he just got eliminated as well. And the whole team maybe got eliminated by there. But team number 11, X90 is here. X90 is trying to get a really good hold of that area. Maybe Taha is trying to get some really good positions as well. Let's just see for how many more minutes they will be spending time in here, because this should be the really great position in the circle. But okay, here we have the team got eliminated right there. Team Hyper, they got eliminated. Domination we can see there, but still Zerotic, maybe Exotic, maybe what's the team name? Okay, Zerotic 90. That will be the team name. But okay, KD, RD, and wow, they must be maybe got into a really good fight. We can see in the kill feed, they're just getting knocked out. They're just getting the elimination every second, and we can see that team Zerotic 90 is just trying to get settled in some really good place to be carrying the whole match. But okay, team X90 got into problem by team X9, I guess. Maybe team XZ or something. I can't read that properly. Maybe let's see which team will that be. But right now, the team needs to get into into the really good shape. They need to maybe just revive everything and get into the really good shape. But right now, you guys can see the team is moving. Maybe the team is really pressing for the eliminations. But right now, the team is surrounding every area, every position, every angle to get really good hold in this place. But okay, the zone have just got shifted, and we can't just see the zone where it has gone. But okay, we can see the fight is still going on. The team is really good on this pushing situation. They are just really trying to get that elimination. But okay, this should be the problematic. This should be problematic, because the team X90 is really not showing anything on the opening area. They are just not opening anything. They are just not shooting. They are just not trying to get any elimination, any damage, nothing. They are just quiet and maybe silent for now. Let's see for how more time they will be spending quite maybe quite time like that. Maybe they are just trying to hold. Maybe they are just not trying to expose themselves. Maybe they are just trying to play passive more. But okay, here we have another knock, another situation, another team, another position that we can see. Maybe Twisted Minds, I guess, or maybe SWZ or something. Maybe Twist Luck got a really good knocked out right there by the M416. We see the Jibian, he's trying to get some loot, and maybe here we have X90 Lobby. He's trying to get Maybe he is trying to escape as well, because the team who just got really good knocked out and they just pushed in here, they did not get any uh, for the elimination, any information, and they just leave. Right now, they haven't got too much far, because we can see they are just maybe rounding there. They are just trying to get some more information from there. But Team X90 is looking quite good, because they are just surviving on 4 players. They have got the really good numbers, so that they can still carry on with the very best outcome they could get in this match. But okay, for now we should move on to the another team, I guess, because X90 is not involved into any kind of fights, any kind of situation. They are just trying to hold. They are just trying to play passive. They are just trying to hold zone. But here we have another team. You guys can see CHZ. The team CHZ is still trying to surviving here. They are just trying to fit in. But let's just see. Team V, I guess, first team who just got VS, I guess, the team who just captured, who just took control of the whole school. I can see, okay, they are just holding on the school. They are just not trying to move on as well. They're just trying to hold. They're just trying to play passive in this area. Like multiple teams, we can see they are just trying to play passive. I don't know why, but let's see by this passiveness, how much more time they could get. They could survive, I guess, because they haven't got any elimination. And if they, like this, if they move in uh, to like rotate in the circle, they could get eliminated anytime. That will be just a waste of time for the team if they hold like this for much more time. But we could see they are just extending the shots as well. They're just trying to get some damage, get some helmet vest damaged. But I don't know for how more much time they would be investing such time in here. But okay, the zone is on their favor. They could spend some more time in here as well. But okay, I guess everybody is playing passive. They are not going. I guess there are 16 teams left. You guys can see, but they are not taking any fights. But okay, we could see some sparks in here. Okay, we got the very first knockdown against the team X Esports. For a very long time. I was hoping to get. I was maybe trying to get to see that knockdown, but okay, this happened. But okay, at what cost? Because that will not be the very good revival space. And the team Twisted Mind is coming into this area, and the team SWZ have a really good hold of that Riza as well. They could get some really good angles. They could get some really good knockdowns from there, and they could just directly slam into this space and get some more eliminations as well. But Team Twisted Mind seems to be in a little more trouble, and that trouble could cause them a really, really, really bad uh, elimination against them. But okay, the zone had just strength, and the Team Twisted Minds just decided to rush into this area. I don't know why, but they have just maybe got some information. They just got the very good, really good grenade signals there, and they are just leaving. They're just not trying to get into the fight, because they have just uh, separated into the 3 players, because one player is in the back in that ridge of the 12 homes. We can see 12 homes, and for now, in that 12 houses area, multiple teams are trying to get a hold of that place, because they could move really good. They could get some extra elimination. But right now, Team SWZ seems to be pretty dominant, because they got the really good angle, they got the really good ridge, they got the really good covers. They could use that, and they could potentially get much more elimination. But Twisted Minds, okay, Twisted Minds got that ridge, a pretty good hill area. They are just trying to get some more extra eliminations as well. They have the pretty good mindset about getting elimination and everything. But okay, here we have Team Volaris and Team SWZ. And maybe the zone is in the right ears. this area, and Team SWZ thinks they could move on one vehicle. Okay, this could be pretty dangerous. Moving on one vehicle, four players are moving. This should be really problematic if they don't get some more vehicles. And I guess let's see how will this go, because they are just searching for some more vehicles to move. But right now, here we have Exotic, and we have Team X Esports as well, who is surviving with a really, really, really bad verse. And we could just see Luck is trying to hold on, and multiple teams are just settled into the zone as well. Atlas, he's trying to move, but the Twisted Minds, they have decided to slam onto that compound. Okay, we could just see Team Twisted. Okay, we have to go to the Team Twisted Minds. Okay, they are just pushing. They are just trying to get the really good control onto that area. That barn house is getting slammed. That barn house is getting damaged, and I guess the player had just escaped from there, and that would be the really, really, really bad situation for the team. And here we have Team XZ. They're just decreasing. The numbers are decreasing for that team. Only one or two maybe players are surviving for now. But okay, Team AVA got the knockdown. And they are trying to move as well. They are trying to get shot, and maybe they haven't claimed that elimination completely, but they are still trying to get that elimination. And there we go. Young Kur got that elimination for him, and maybe two players surviving. They should not be exposed that much, because they could get eliminated by any angle for now. And the drone have really reduced that distance for most of the players, and the area is being maybe really, really packed, you guys can say. Really, really contaminated, really, really bad situation. That team maybe could not move too much, because zone has really small land areas that they can access. But for now, this is the stage four, and in stage four, you guys can say the multiple teams are already moving, because they know the damage of the zone will be much higher. Because you guys can see uh, Team Wow is moving, and they have only one last survivor left. I don't see any possible situation that is going to be happening. But for now, we can see X90 is getting some sort of elimination. They are just trying to get engaged into the fight. But this has already been 18 minutes into the fight, and Twisted Minds is getting eliminated by the nade. Okay, there we could see some really good fight in Twisted Mind area, because multiple teams are moving out of the zone. Multiple teams are trying to get really good position into the zone. And maybe that's not happening for most of the players as well, because multiple players are getting eliminated. They are just getting knocked out. They are just getting. See, the team VS got eliminated. Team VS getting eliminated as well. They are just back and forth. The shots are just back and forth. And here we have the really good nade coming from the player. And the team VS got eliminated, as I said. And the team Shakura Esports have only last player left. But okay, we could have some really uh, bad situation here. But right now, we can see the zone has really good angle. Multiple teams are still eliminating. They are just getting eliminated. And Exotic, they're just having a really good angle as well. Multiple teams would be getting back to back eliminated in this area that we could easily see. And here we have Team Wow's last player. Okay, the graphic is like I can't see any trees and everything, but okay, maybe it's rendering. or we can say it's getting loaded. But okay, the zone is really, really, really congested right now, and most of the players are trying to fit in this zone. And 2-will teams, we can say, 2-will teams are still surviving in this lobby. And just now, one team just got eliminated as well. That seems pretty good on that situation as well. But let's just see, let's just hope for the best. And here we have the really good domination coming out of the player. Really good domination getting situated from there. But okay, here we have the elimination of the another team who's just trying to get a really good position. But we can see Team TX, they're still trying. They're still trying to get some really good angles. And here we could see the zone is moving on. The zone maybe zone is really getting small by the time, but okay, really good knocked out. Okay, by this player, really good knocked out, really good retaliation. There is going one nade. That nade does not impact anything, but okay, that initiative was really bad for the team. Maybe X90, I guess, and that leaded them to completely be eliminated out of this lobby as well. Team SKRs, Team Sakura, they are just really getting engaged in this into this fight as well. Here we have both of the teams have eliminated one player by their own, but okay, that seems to be eliminating. But Team SKZ, they have been shot a lot more than anyone in this area because they are exposed by every angle. You could see the last player that he just prone on that area. He's just trying to survive, but we could see this aggression is not going to. But TX support, he seems to be pretty confident because he has already got that 4 elimination for his team. And we could see Team SWG haven't moved that much by that area, but this should be problematic for them as well. This should be really bad uh, influence on them as well. But support is here. Team X Esports is here, and they have just uh, lose that drone favorite thing. But right now, that player is moving and trying to get that elimination by that vehicle, and there we have. He got that elimination by the vehicle, and the player from NYX Esports. They are just trying to flank. They are just trying to get some information, and here we have multiple teams are getting eliminated. We could see that. And here we have the nade popping up from this player who is trying to get some really good information. But nade is seems to be like exchanging by the both of the parties. They are just getting shots, and he just got eliminated right there. You guys can see only 5 teams are left in the lobby, and Keaton is trying to get some extra information of that player who is trying to survive on that age. But this is going to be the last situation for maximum of the teams because we can see multiple teams have already been eliminated and only 5 teams has survived till now. Until now, we could see Team NYX Esports have a really good number advantage, and the Team SMG got the really good number. SWG, sorry, Team SWG got the really good number advantage as well. And here we have Zeno got knocked out. Another player should be knocked out anytime. And this situation could lead into the really bad result for the maximum of the team. But we can see only 2 players are left in this team, and 1 player is already trying to get some elimination by flanking in there. But okay, NYX Esports is really surviving good by their own, and they have not got that high ground advantage. But the team Infinity Strikers, they have a pretty good number. Uh, till now, they have just 2 men surviving, but that grenade was pretty good. That grenade was pretty good by Fury Live, and the grenade is seems to go like really good in that area. But okay, 1 player rushed into that area. he just got knocked. But right now the situation seems to be really, really, really good. That situation is under control, I guess. The last player from both of the teams are surviving. But now Star Fury Live, he's just trying to revive his player. But okay, that is really good spotting by Fury Live. And right now the team got eliminated as well. And the domination from TX, who is still on there. And maybe Team NYX and Team SWZ may got the chicken dinner for now. But let's see, with this 10 elimination marker, they have already got that double digit number on the elimination marker, you guys can see. But right now, Team SWZ seems to be pretty good. They have just two players left. Okay, this should be concerning for them, and this should be really good opportunistic situation for the team Infinity as well. If they got if they spot the players and if they can damage them, that would be a really good situation for that team as well. But right now we can see only three teams is standing in this lobby. But okay, Star Fury is going to be the last player right now from his team. But Team SWZ, they're not stopping. The grenade is continually continuously hitting that area. And there we go. Team SWZ got that elimination as well. And here we have 1 versus 2 fight from both of the teams. And the grenade is trying to get locked in. And here we go. Okay, Chinese. Okay, Chinese technique, you guys can say. Chinese meta type shit. You just saying right here. But the winner chicken got secured by the Team SWZ as well. They have got a really good area. They have got really good numbers surviving as well. In the last, they secured a pretty good match with a pretty good numbers, I can say. But okay, we just have to go to the stats as well. There we have, they got the 7 elimination. Rose got 4 elimination. Maverick got 3 elimination, and two-player Intro and Crocs. They haven't got any elimination, I guess. They have been eliminated pretty. Uh, okay, maybe some technical issues, but okay. We have the team stats from day one, match two. They totally got 7 total elimination. We could say they got 17 total points in this match, pretty confidently. But okay, let's see. This is going to be the second match, and right now we have player summary. We have KNZ Bika from Twisted Mind with the 6 kills, and we have KNZ Bika from the Twisted Minds with the highest damage record, and we have nobody with that 1 grenade kill. We have Bika with 361 meters skill distance, and we have WS Whitek, I guess, with that 15,940 travel distance. Okay, pretty good player summary. We could say, but player head to head is here. Daily show. Okay, day one, match three. That would be really good player head to head. But okay, we don't have any data right here. Maybe we should be moving on to the another stats as well, I guess. That would be a really good initiative for now. But okay, maybe we are just encountering some issues, some technical issues, I guess. But yeah, we have player head to head KNZ Becca versus X Godair. Maybe Becca got 6 elimination, 906 damage, 5 knockouts, 1 assist, and we have uh, Godair, okay, X Godair, with that 5 total elimination, 846 damage, and 5 total knockouts. We could say Becca is clearly domination, maybe clearly dominating in this player head-to-head scene. But we just have to move on to the other stats as well to see the real stats, real standings, and everything. But okay, we have the team head-to-head as well. There, that will be team Infinity Strikers and team SWG Sports. Infinity got 11 total elimination by their own, and we have total 7 elimination from SWG Sports. We have 1221 total damage from this team, and Team SWG got 977 damage, 573 healings from the Infinity. SWG, they got 835 total healings. Total knockouts would be 8 from Team Infinity, and total knockouts would be 4 from Team SWG here. Maybe by the aggression. Clearly, Team Infinity dominated there, but match summary is here 63 total knockouts, 3 airdrop looters, 15,311 total damages, 3 grenade kills. Longest distance elimination would be 361 meters, 70 total elimination, 17 total headshots, and 5,805 total healings that we could see in this recent match. That would be the total match summary we have just seen. And maybe we are moving on to the another segment that would be match ranking. And we could see SWG got 17 total points, Infinity got 17 as well, X Generation got 14, Team X Esports got 9, Twisted Minds got 9, and X Esports got 8, Exotic 90 got 7, HyperWorld got 0, and maybe Polaris Sentinels got 0 in this match as well. We could see match ranking is pretty good, but the maximum number have not been claimed because only 17 um, points would be the highest point in this match collected. But okay, Becca. Becca is top fragger in this match with that total 6 elimination, got it with that 5. Maybe Star Fury, who just got 1v3 in that area, really good 1v3 that we have just witnessed in the recent match. And Hassan got the 5 elimination as well. And TX, who got the 4 elimination in the recent match that we have just witnessed. But okay, top fraggers we have already seen. Maybe we will be moving on to the overall situation as well. Maybe. And I don't know.
So, hey guys, what's up? It's your boy, man. And here we can see that it's trained to the hour, like very third match. And in before matches, into matches, there was really a mix up and huddle that was not good. But okay, we are out right now with all the players that are being here. And we trained for the first circle zone that you just was on. And for now, we just went for a different fight that might be like very good, yes. And another section that we must need to have that is we're gonna check out all the players, all the slot numbers that do have available right now, and where they if they are having some fight or not. Okay, welcome to everyone, man. We are really in a hurdle, we are really in a hurry, so some mistakes just happened. Okay, so no problem, all things are just straightened now, and we are good to go, as you know. Like things just happen, but the main thing is how do you correct them, and how much time do you need to correct them, and that is the greatest mystery to be solved, like by all the teams and by us also. Like, you see, all teams that just going for the fight, they have all strategy. So if you have a strategy, you have the plans. If you have the plans, you're gonna solve that things really quick. And we have the X Esports right now, Phoenix 61, and here comes the KCES, and he is like doubting the player if like he can come or not, but really in open. Phoenix 61 just went really in open area, man. That was not sufficient for the player. If he like to like survive the situation of this Miramar, he must need to take some cover while having some fight. But okay, it was not his mistake. He was being in panic because his three players were already being dead, and you can say the CHEEZIOUS Esports they just went for the like circle closing, and we have our circle safe, man. So we must need to check on. And here comes the circle. Like, see, it's like really to the western area, man. And western area seems like it's mostly not in the water, but some area might fall in the water, like a really small area, like 10% of the land zone. And with that, we have the other players that are being really in the blue zone. That is not a good idea for the teams, but you know, like we have them, so they must have their struggles and like plans. So like everybody that been playing in the matches, they do have a motive of like fetching the winner chicken dinner. With that, you can see that the slot 25 is having a fight in this compound, and here comes a knock to the WSW. And with that, we have the Akira 666, and with the white CCC, like the player used like triple ward. I don't know why, but it seems good. The hyper teams are really being hyper right now, but they're like pretty. The Stazzy 211 was trying to do some spray, being really apart from this location, but let's check to the players. And here comes the boom! Like that was I was expecting, but okay, that the grenade just went to the backfire to the player. And the HyperWorld, they do have opportunity to take out all the four elimination of the WS as we know as them as slot 25, man. And here comes the top shotgun, and it was the correct timing to drop that player out. And with that, let's go to the other player where they are having some fight or not, but let's them go for the party, babe. And here comes the Red Dead Esport, the PMGO player, like. So it's the Delhi League, like INBL Delhi Showdown, man. And we do have the tournament as we do for the weekly tournament and other stuffs also. So if you like to catch on us, please join our Discord and try to contact with our manager and the team for having some slots. And we have the acceleration right now, and they are trying to practice. We have the XG order, and he was trying to do some well things, but we have three players remaining from the X generation. With that, they have the 5 elimination right now, and we are moving towards the other like CJ Esports. They are being like really imbalanced in like past matches also, but if you see now, they're just waiting for the teams to come upon them and took some fight. But okay, that was easy for them to tackle on. But if you go for the Infinity Striker, we have the Star Fury Live, man. We only have three players, three-man casualty from the teams. And if you went for the slot 11, do you have? Yes. the XEROTIC 90, and we have the Hyper being really close in this compound. So it might be a chance of having fight or not. But let's see who will do the boom bam, guys, because we have like 2 minutes left for the next zone circle. So player might stuff here and like do their stuffs, wait for the teams to go on, and that is the really well thing that we must need to know. And we have the acceleration right now, and we're just checking out some players that are being here. But we just went for the a team called like Team 17, the KPs, and I was like the team to have the wrong number, sorry, the wrong name, but I don't think so. It was like it is the wrong name for them. Like see, KP, yes, it's KP man. It is not wrong. You might see some mistake, but I don't think it will be KP. Like sometimes the font will glitch, so that might be the problem. But inside, all the things are related well. And we have the 3 players left from this Kmeng Khmer PUBG. Kmeng Khmer PUBG. It is like really hard to pronounce, but okay. Well, if I do the mistake, please forgive me. And here comes the TWIS Esports that just going for another fight, and we must complete this and move toward them. For that, we must need to wait some while. Slot number 20, the grenade is going, but I can see this twist minds just going for a slam attack for the hyper. Just let's check what will be the cause and result of this push. But I then think these teams are going for the push to the hyper, as they just went and like diverted their route, man. But if you come to the again the Khmer PUBG, we're gonna know that there isn't any of the teams. But here comes the XZ Lord, the one and only player, and we do have a next shift to the circle. That is really important for now because the player must need to rotate as per the circle uh, lining to avoid some fights. And here comes your map feed, and you're gonna see that players are they're outside from the playing zone, and mostly the teams are inside that shifted zone, not the original one, but that is not good. And the blue zone is coming, you're gonna hit by that. That is not good thing. And here comes a knock to the over 6666666. And now leave to go for the teams, the XC orders. Do you think these guys are meant to be go on? Because we have the only one player, Lord, and he do have the 5 elimination right now, 6 total elimination cost. And okay, a good grenade just hit down by the XP. That was a control over them. And here they go for the revive. That is also really important for the teams. If they go on by like this kind of fight, they might develop their confidence level and can have another fight as quick as they can. And with that guys, we have the Astra Gaming right now, and they don't have any fight. That is not good. But let's go to the another slot that we can find some find some fight maybe. And where are the team? I don't see them. Like we just converted to the team like 11 teams, so that is a great mistake for the teams that they are taking the fight initially, but they are not waiting for the last circle. Okay, in this league environment, we do have to wait for the teams for the last circle to have that intense fight, unless teams don't have any of the places to move on. That is the real fight. We're gonna watch out, we're gonna witness out. And but we have the team 17, the Kmeng Khmer PUBG. They are trying to fight over the teams. We have the SRC, man. Slot number 16, as you know. SKR. Whatever the WSG sport, they don't have any of the enemy by their side, but we have the XEROTIC sports really close to them. That is a good thing. And I think that don't have any fight here. Okay, his like vehicle is faster and the player is knocked, so it might looks like the CHEEZIOUS Esports just trying to spray over the red the esports. So we're gonna know when we like climb back that mountain and watch on the players really close. And here comes a shotgun, man. And okay, I was like wondering that the cheeses people do have the fight with the RDs, but here comes the elimination to the knocked player. And the another, his friend, her friend might have. Okay, that was a real bad situation for the Pritham, man. He's quite so lucky as he's just sent from that grenade. And here comes a vehicle with like extra power, and CHEEZIOUS, but they are also just arriving in the situation. They have like two teams left from that, and here comes a panic player, and he's trying to do some laser graph and a grenade, but okay, laser graph and third gun, but okay, they have the grenade, so you might be knocked by that grenade, so you must need to like save yourself from that grenade. That is not like really helpful to you. Here comes the shotgun fight. Okay, guys, the idea are also trying to have some fight, but we have the CGS behind them, and they must like waiting for the teams to do for the initials, and we just converted to a stage 4 zone that must need to be watched on, guys. It was a complete hurdle. It was being a complete hurdle for the all the teams that might need to rotate for the safe zone, guys. And here comes the elimination from the RD. Phew, the CGS and CGS are right now dead, man. What about the HWG Esports? I was not quietly okay from the teams. Like they don't have any elimination, and they are just acting like they're not playing the league. They are like doing some practice matches. I don't know why. Play. If you have the slot, you must need to play as you'd expect the slot, man. Okay, I see this team just went for the fight, and there comes a knockout from the twists. And if you're gonna check to the twist, okay, they are just in front of the players that we are watching on. I was not like that much focused on the screen that I can see them, but okay, now I can like clearly watch them, man. And they have the 6 elimination. Like that time they don't have, but they have now. But here the Red Dead Esports are doing the same, and they do have the capacity of like finishing out the opponent team, but opponent team do looks really much powerful, and that is the greatest like issue and problem for the teams to tackle out that player. But at the end, the overall strategy is the best thing that you can apply during this matches, and just go for the winner chicken dinner. As you know, that we converted for the stage 5 zone. That is a real issue for the players. That the zone damage is really much like interesting right now. And here comes the rotation from the red Death Esport as they're going by the edges of the blue zone, and that is a really good situation for the teams as we just watching for the SKR, and they just waiting for the teams that the red Death will initiate with them, but it was a completely their like thinking only. And here comes the HyperWorld. They just got a molly, but they cannot took the damage. So they are safe right now, and the SWZ are really at the back of them, and it comes like a really like a problematic situation for them. The twist are also, and it was a completely mind-blowing play to the twist from the SWZ Maverick X. But he was trying to knock that secondary player also, but he was not able to. But here we can see that the Hyper Singh is trying to move from his current location to the SKR, and SKR were waiting for that team. And here comes a Molly, and like John is also really lucky as he was surviving in zero SU, man. So most probably, what do you think, guys? Which team will be the winner when it's chicken dinner? As you have your live chat section on, so you can just predict and that which team is going to win, and you can also support your team as usual. It might work as the motivation for the teams to get the winner when it's chicken dinner, as the teams are like that, their players, their viewers are supporting them. That might be a motivating scenario for them. Let's go to the CHEEZIOUS 9. Here comes the knock. It was complete elimination for a team against and really regrets their idea of like initiating with the XEROTIC. And here comes the knock again. I told you that I was expecting, and there was the last player to lose. And he's waiting for the player in the staircase, and he just come and he just fire, but it was not sufficient. Here comes the twist final elimination. Okay, the twist in the Rilo 714 is also eliminated, but knocked. And we have the 5 players left. That is a good situation for the teams, as you know. We are running 2 hours. That is a good point of view. And we have 2 matches more left. The winner in a chicken dinner is not that far by the teams. What about the S3 man? Astra Gaming. Now we only have the 4 teams left right now with the 9 players. And that is a bit good sign for the teams that they will have a winner in a chicken dinner. But I cannot also predict like all teams are really doing well, and they do have like greatest elimination with the mid support. Wow. Our queen was waiting, and he wants to do the grenade as he knocked one player, and it was the exact grenade, man. And here comes the elimination of the Hyper that I was expecting from the team. And again, the knock goes by the Orqueen, man. It is going to be the MVP, and here comes the winner when a chicken dinner that I was expecting. Like the single player just went for the final elimination of the team and just went for the winner when a chicken dinner as being a single player of that team. That is really a well thing that I'm watching on, guys. We are moving to the result section. We need to check the stat as the Furian just become the winner, like the MVP or not. That is the real thing that we need to watch on, man. But let's go and check. It was like a quite suspicious thing that we must need to watch on. Okay, here comes the winner chicken dinner by the Twisted Mind. And they do have the 16 eliminations in the Miramar map, man. It is like they are like playing rondo matches, like basically the team to have the 16 elimination in like the round matches that they do have recall, but here you can see the same passion and the same energy by the Twisted Mind teams, and here you can see that they're like their hard work just paid on by the 16 elimination, and they do have the 10 placement point, so it overall comes to the 26 point for them. And Orgin that I was talking, that the man, he's like I can say that he's really courageous, that he do have the 9 elimination in this Miramar matches with Rilo 714 with 2 elimination and Beka with 4 elimination. And talk about the censoring, the he have like 1 elimination in this matches. And we are moving toward the another stats that we know, like the player summary. And here comes the player summary, guys. And we have the or Queen with the 9 elimination that is really high in this matches. And we have the like strongest like damage like 1020, and we have the one grand elimination from the Divine 3 and 385-meter of longest elimination by the Orgin. So he just consider like three titles in this player summary. And we can see the RD Roy as he's just travel for the 13 kilometer, for collecting the loads and just going for the teams. And here we have the like player head to head, and we have the Organ with the 9 elimination and the Lord with the 5 elimination. Like if you can just summarize this stats, we can have that the firstly having the like huge elimination by the Organ, and the second one is the Lord with the 5 elimination. And you can see the damage difference like only 1020 by the Organ, and here we have like 895 damage by the Lord. That is really crazy, man. And here we go for the team head to head. We have the Twisted Mind and versus the HyperWorld, and it was really well. Like HyperWorld to have the 10 elimination, and as well, you know that the Twisted Mind do have the 16 elimination. You can see the overall damage of the teams. Like they just Twisted Minds. They're just going outstanding in this matches with 820 heal and 13 knockouts, and same as the other like HyperWorld. They just done well. And here we comes to the match summary, and we have like 71 total knockout in this match. There's 2 airdrops being looted, and like 14,567 total damage is being recorded in this match with 3 grenade kill. That was really amazing. The utility is being utilized as same as the ARs and SMGs, and like the all the firearms that we have in PUBG Mobile. And here goes to the 385-meter of the longest elimination by the Gorgin, that we already just talked in the player summary, if you remember. And we have like 6 headshot drill in this matches, and 69 total elimination is being recorded, and 7612 total hills is being placed on. And here comes the match ranking of this matches. We have the HyperWorld with 14 eliminations in the hashtag 2. And we have the Twist Mind. Like I was talking about, they are like collecting 26 points in this matches with 10 placement and 16. Now, like elimination point. That was really great for the team member. We have the Infinity Strike with a 9 point only at the hashtag 3. And the Khmer PUBG with its 7 elimination, and the Astra Gaming with 6. And you can watch on the rest of the data by pausing your screen, and we are moving toward the mass fraggers, guys. And here comes the mass fragger. We have the Organ with the 9 elimination, Lord with 5. And that I was talking about, that if the player comes to the player head to head, that the first player that is crowning more kills is the first fragger, and the second one that comes behind it is the second mass fragger. And yes, bro. Yes. So yes, guys, we are going for the like match highlight as we will update the overall later on because we have the some point may take in the like match one, like some team just replaced their plots, so that was the problem that we are not showing you the overall. But after the match end, like in 1 hour, your overall result will be placed on, and here comes the match highlight, guys. Okay, dear guys, we are back again. As you know that we are just going for the match number 4. And here comes the plane, man, and we are just going for the path section, and we can see that the all player that just loaded in the lobby are just going with the teams in the map, and the plane path just went to the between the trees. Okay, dear guys, we just went for the apartment section, and we can see that several knock is being placed out here, and the CHEEZIOUS Esports is trying to go. But to talk about the teams of the Valarius Sentinel, we have the number of teams here now, and we're just going for the teams, and we basically we have the 18 teams, but here we can see that we only have 16, so it might two teams being eliminated. I guess so. But let's check on what is the real thing that is coming on. We must need to watch on, guys. And the CHEEZIOUS Esports is also waiting, and they are trying to push over the. If I'm not wrong, that must be the NYX. Let's check on them. If they are waiting for the team for a previous section of fight, and okay, he's trying to do the grenade, but the HyperWorld, the risk y and one and I cannot pronounce his name, man, but he's trying to fall back. And we don't have that much number of team, but we can see they say he's just right now knocked, and 2 players just already went for the lobby. Okay, that I was talking about, man. It might be a great thing for the teams to tackle on this situation, as we know that the team just waiting for the fight, and here comes the elimination for the teams that I was talking about, that 2 teams just wait for the elimination and they just are eliminated. That was a really better situation for the team that I was expecting. And here comes a knock to the player, and the CGS just went by a grenade elimination, and they just are standing for the teams, and their opponent just went out to the lobby. And if you go to the team SX, that we are waiting on them, Okay, the several teams just to have their several drops and the team assets. Just the Kazu just went for the knock, and with that he have like the additional players that are being alive in the moment, and the S3 are the opponent of that player. Like both have the 1-1 player knocked from each section. That was quite suspicious. That where are the teams that might come for the support, and that the knock player might be asking for. And And as you know, it comes the M249. That was really hard to handle, but here come a good combo by the players, like one missing gun and another is the shotgun. That okay, he's trying to do on like the bomb shotgun into one shot, and the player is knocked right now here. The S3 Gaming just went for the 2 elimination right now, and beside that, oh, how is that buggy moving on, man? Oh shit, he just fisted on, and the S3 Gaming are going to chase upon the teams of the XP also. That is really a like traumatizing situation for the team if they are waiting for the any fight suggestions. And a player of the S3 also is knocked, and he's trying to escape in that like coup, but it was not sufficient for the team like him, Kmeng PUBG to have that sense of knowledge that they can recognize the player that is sitting in that coop, man. It was like a child play. That's generation. They have the one elimination and they're just roaming around the Pochinki side. And the X generation, they are not trying to go on for the fight, but they are trying to like do some playable things. And here comes the another teams, the NYX to the Pochinki. And as we are talking about the Twisted Brains, just holding that compound, and they are trying to look after that compound if they are available or they are not. But the intense, here comes the shot with no scope, and that was really correct that the player just hit the damage. Whatever the other player, they're also waiting, and the Twisted Brains just cemented that compound to hold on. And it was a quite like suspicious situation for the NYX Esports that they might need to go on to them and bring some like unholy shades. Okay, they are just passing their vehicles. I don't know why, but the like player behind the Onyx might have. Oh, how just we switch to the players? We have like them. His twisted brain as we move in the slot 20. And here comes a good headshot that just connected to the player. Okay, guys, just wait for the NYX Esports. Just they are waiting for the players of the twisted brain. Okay, and no. Okay, just the fast fight just went it on, and the team just collected the 6 elimination in this area of the Godka. Like this team was around that hospital section, and they just went into the here for the fight. And we have the 12 teams just left on, and here comes the second zone shift. That is quite suspicious right now because it's just like syringed in its like proper position that it was maintained on by the stage one. And here comes the zone section, and here we can see that the most of the teams, as being as the second stage circle, the most of the teams are inside the zone, not the outside, but some players, some teams that are having fight outside during the rotation are tackling out that. So we must need to check on the which team are that, and we just need to go for the team. And I just wanted to know that the SWD. Okay, if I was not wrong, that might be the SWZ player and the 7 that he stood. But I talk about the 7 that they are not like trying to do their best in this match. As I don't know why they might be the invited team for the players to collect some experience over the teams, and that was a good thing for the teams as we talk about. And as WZ, they are getting sort from the other teams also, but I cannot recognize which the teams have in between them. That is good part view, and it is the second last match, guys, and we have the last match left of the Miramar, and then we are good to in the stream for today. I gonna see the way the player do have the positioning right now. The 7 Dead Esports. Oh my god, who is he? The Daniel. He's risking his whole life to like watch over the SWZ. That is not good. But here comes another knock by the Twisted Brain, and that is really good for that. The team just pushing to the end, and here comes the Orguin, and he just already stopped, and he don't have any elimination. Might he might get some in this match, and what a spray by him! It was like correct, like currently stepping to that buggy, and here comes the team 11 by behind, and the Orguin must need to save his car if he will like try to survive in this situation. There is no any option for the or Gorwin, and here comes the lobby that he is hiding in the sack, and the other player is in the ban house, and all the players do have the cover, but they are not watching on the player that might be getting the trouble. But we have the 12 team left, and the Twisted Mind, they just like converting this team to the team 11. They're urging to convert this team count to the okay. Oh, I was not supposing that from the Royal, as he can see already that the ANR team member brain was like head was like already visible, and here comes the Orgreen, and we were talking about his spray, and here comes the head connection, and again the Lev is just dropped on by leaving his Bucky, and oh my god, he was in a really problematic situation as another player is trying to push on him by the vehicle, and another is trying to do the spray, and that was a really amazing situation for the teams. And here comes the SWG Esports as we have some firing from the Kuroks, and a player just knocked over the petrol pump. That is really a really difficult situation for the team as the circles is also shrinking, the zone is also coming, so you need to take the both damage all by the players also and by the zone also. So you, if you have the sufficient number of loot, it's quite good for you. But here comes the Roy that he's surviving nobody, and Pritham and Daniel, the both players might go for the team 23 for tackling them, but I don't know why they are showing up their like position. That was not sufficient and good point of view if I talk about. And the Daniel was waiting for the team 23 that they might come for them. That is like hardest situation for the players. Yes. Okay, fans, we are talking about the White Star Wars, and we have the team number 7 that is trying to tackle with the White Star War, and we're talking about the players that are already being available in this moment, and we have 20 seconds left for the stage 3 circle to be stringed to the stage 4. That is a really great team, and oh, we just converted to the teammate, and that was really surprising for me as I just watching for the players. They do have like 12 teams partially in like 2 or 3 minutes past, and we have like 8 teams right now, and it was a complete hodl situation for the teams as they just went for the like psychic elimination, and they do have that level of like a desperation to do that much elimination point for the teams, and we're gonna see that our like teams just went for the elimination, and we have the stage 4 circle, and that is really small, not that small, but player can fit on. And let's go and check what is the scenario of the players. And here we can see other teams. They're just combining in this small area. And with that, if we go for the elimination, we just there is no need of watching the map. If we just convert it to the top 5 teams, that is a really huddle situation with the players just seek for the other players to tackle on and to watch on the elimination. That is the real complete thing that we might need to know. And we have the players of the 70 sports that are moving toward the edge. I don't know the PMGO player are not showing off their skills like that they do have, and like it's basically normal as a team playing, and they are just they are just like trying to have a fun in this match, I guess so. But it was a quite good opportunity for the other teams that are not that are trying to be qualifying the PMGO to have the like playing with the PMGO teams in the very beginning. That is a complete solution for them to gather some experience over the teams. And here comes the knockout for the from the X Ping to the like we're talking about the White Stars, and they are quite like far from the team. But we have the Gentric, CHEEZIOUS, and the same situation. I see the player quite have the motivation of the knocking out of the player as we are moving to the 19 minutes of this match being started, and here comes a knock from the slot number 7 to the slot 16 that we are talking about, the red that is pushed to the slot 16. If you remember them, they might be the SKR, the Sakurai Sports that we are talking about. And here comes the knock to the KCES, and the lower Puzipu zone is the player that is remaining from the Sakurai Sports. And the team number 7 is trying to gather on some views over the teams, but here comes the spray from the cruiser that is quite not connective. But let's check the like I was thinking that the team 7 will hold upon the church areas, but they are not. They are trying to move, and here the boy was trying to spray over the XPs, and it was not possibly that much easy to knock the player in the vehicle, and that quite must need a great calculation for that. Okay. We are waiting, and like the team 25 just went for a knockout, and that was not good for the teams. As we're just converting to the stage 5 circle, the player must need to have some strategy to be tackled on and to gather around the point that we're talking about, the 10th placement point by the winner chicken dinner. That is really important for the team in the past sections. And again, sad. And we can see the white stars just trying to like do the grenade to the HP, but they might don't know the position of the players at where they are, but they might gather some like hints of the players. And here comes the hyper sensor, and he's trying like crawling in the floor. I don't know why. What this? What is the really meaning of the crawling in the uh, wall? And here comes the Khmer PUBG, and they're just trying to move over the Gentric and CHEEZIOUS. We're talking about the Gentric, and here comes the SWG elimination completely. This team vanished on, and we just converted to the team 6. We have only 6 teams left. That is quite good thing for the teams. And here comes the push from the team number 17. Stun blind just is placing out, and let's take if we can. And we just converted to the team 5 that I was waiting for. And again, the overpower is knocked right now. Not the overpower, but the over 6. And okay, the twisted mind are also being alive in this situation, and they are just waiting for the a moment where the team just go for the elimination, guys. And here comes the rampage by a player. And likewise, same as the Ringle matches, we have the that kind of potential that can do the 9 elimination in this matches also. That is really important to watch on. But the twisted minds, the origin that I was talking about, like in previously, he just collected 19 matches, the 19 kills in the Myanmar map. That was really huge collection of point. And here comes the Red is good, and good things are trying to tackle out for the survival stage of this stage 5. And here is the only one player surviving from the Red is, but that is the Pretam and 22. And it was a quite shocking moment as we have the Twisted Mind and also the teams of. Don't we have any player being remaining here? Okay, but we might have the White Star there moving towards circles, and they just need to travel a long distance. And we have the team number 17 that they are also waiting for the player. And here comes this player with the Twisted Brain, but it was not that much sufficient to knock out that player. And are the Twisted Brain are coming for the push? I think so. But let's check on. If the space goes really good, they might not be able to push you. So after that, we have one more matches after this, and that will call the last match of the today's session, and that will be the Irangle, I guess. Not the Irangle, but we are playing the Irangle. We are searching for the Myanmar. Khmer PUBG, 3 players available right now, and it comes to knock to the tricks. And the team 17, the 2 players are alive, and one is knocked, and one is waiting for the revival that comes. And we have the 2 teams left, like Kmeng PUBG is really being trapped in the situation, as you know that the elimination just went on, as we have the 2 teams only, and here comes the knock, and it was the final elimination for the team. And again, we are going for the winner chicken dinner. That is really important to watch on. Again, the result go for the Twisted Brains. Back to back chicken, guys, in 2 matches. That was really amazing. If the team did well from the initials, that might also be a good situation for the family members and his friend colleagues. And we are waiting for the result section, guys. And here comes the result, man. We have the 21 elimination again in the Sirangal matches, the same as the Miramar. We have the 26 elimination from them. And now we have the 21 elimination from them. It's completely goes to the 47 point by combining these 2 matches only. What about the 2 matches that have already been placed on in the initial? And we have 1 match left right now. So see their courage and bravery, how they are going on with this kind of speed. And we are moving to other player summary, as you know, the same rotation as we do every time. And we have the sorry low 714 with 6 elimination. And here comes the 13,333 damage by the 2 survive low 714. And here comes the grenade elimination by the TM Ivar, and the RD Daniel is trying to get some kill distance, longest kill distance point of 356 meter and 14 kilometer. Just capable 619 just traveled 14 kilometer for one beer bottle. And we are heading toward the player S2S, as we know, as I already talked, that the first one is the uh the top overall ranker, and second one is the second one of the overall top match ranker. And here we can see that the SRI Shrilo 714 and versus the TWIS and Chirag with 6 elimination, as we have the uh, damage of 13,333 by the SRY, and that was a really good stat that he just covered on. And we have the team head to head right now with the Twist Mind with the 21 elimination, and at same the Kmeng Khmer PUBG is having 10 elimination. It was no comparison between in this team, as we can see the Twisted Minds is being leading without any stats. If you go to the match summary, we have the 68 total knockout in this matches, and one YouTube is being looted, and 3 meter of like the longest elimination, and 59 total elimination, 4,316 total damage, full grenade kill, 9 hit shot, and 5,989 total hits is being dealt in this matches. And here goes to the match data. You guys watch on the match data as how the teams just collected on the point and how their overall might be look like. You just predict, guys. Don't be so curious of like suggesting this team do have this point and this team have do this point. We all have these screenshot of follow matches, so there might not be any of the issues. And you just watch on the match data. We are waiting for the last page to be shift on, or it already just went it. I don't have any idea. And here comes the top fragger of this matches. We have the SRLY with 6, Sanchi with 6, Beka with 8, and the Crypto Karim with 5, 6. Okay. And the last one, Hoover, is also do have the 3 elements right now. We are moving to the highlight section, guys. Please wait and check. Oh, hello, my dear fans. We are back again with the very last match of today's event, and you know that we just already done 4 matches, and we have like the calculation how the team will be going to prepare in this, and that is the really important thing that we must need to watch on as the plan just went. And we are still waiting for the flight section, and it's just at our screen, guys, and it doesn't matter that much, but we have so we watch it. That is the fact of this plain path. I don't think the viewers just like the plain path. Okay, but it was the formality that we must need to tackle on. That is the problem. And we have like 63 players only and 16 teams joined in this match. Is like if you compare from the last matches, we have the team like decreasing and decreasing and decreasing, like 1 and 2, 1 and 2, just decreasing, 1 and 2, 1 and 2, and just decreasing. That is not a good thing. If you owe the slot, you must need to go on and check for them and play that. And you can see the Execution just dropped in, and they do have the fight. Like they have only 3 players and one just sacrificed for one elimination. And the S3 don't have the proper loot for the teams, but they are waiting. Okay, again it goes to the knock to by the to the GVN, as the only one player left from the acceleration is the XC order. But that team is sufficient for like killing out the opponent if he do have that potential, he will do. And we're talking about the S3, man. S3 Gaming, we have the last one player, that is 69, and here comes the complete elimination that I was talking about. He do have that potential that he can go on to that player and knock the whole squad. And if you go to the team 9, we have the X Esports, and the player is just knocked the phone is 61, but we have the blind 7 is trying to control the situation from the SKR. And here you can see the players just moving with the pan. They do have that confidence of knocking out the players with the pan. But we have the NYX continue with the in that like top situation, and let's talk and check on him as he is going to spray some fire or not. But he's trying to like make that thing normalize, and he's trying to make that player be stopped. And here comes the knock to the blind. That was not good. Oh shit, what he has done, just he dropped and pushed out a knock, and he just went to the final elimination of the SKR, as we have the 2 players left from the SKR, and all the teams just sacrificed of the NYX sport, and they do have the 6 elimination right now. And this K3 Tony might have the potential of the finishing that opponent team. I think so. It was quite the teams, the Sakura Esports just went for the revival purpose, but the revival is not completed, as the Katuni just come here for the grenade, and here comes the shotgun. But okay, the AR just went on, the SMC just went on, but the Puzon sacrificed his team member for 4 elimination. It was not a good trade, but he need to survive this whole Miramar map alone. the X Guardian, as we have the 2 players left from here. They just also traded their 1 player with the 4 elimination. That is quite like good. And if you go for the SWZ Esports, we can have another fight in this situation, as it seems like a factory, but I don't know what it is actually. But we have a player knock the Maverick X by the SWZ. That is not a good sign for the teams, as they're being suppressed by the ANR, I guess so. But let's wait and analyze the situation, as we're gonna see out how the teams are trying to go on. But here comes a full toss of the grenade that just went to the final knockout to that player. It was really good capture from the Kuroks. And it's just reviving the Maverick X. That 1 player that was really at the top was trying to look after their cousins. I don't see any of the ANR teams, like I don't have any connection between them. We have the 13 teams left right now. Okay, it was a complete elimination with the team ANR that I was expecting from the SWC. And let me see that the first one is also going to be string right now. We read that esports just went on and they are rotating for the zone section, as we only have the 12 team left in this first circle as well. We have the Infinity Stickers and the Hypers are just waiting to the another fight during the zone rotation, as we know that the team 25 and the Hypers are trying to gather on, but it was a complete hurdle for the player, as they must need to go on the zone, inside the zone, and they just also try to tackle out the fight. But if you see the like section of the map, you can see that the all the teams that are available in this lobby do have their position outside of the second circle. That is really tough situation for the teams, as they must need to move along with their teams by tackling out all the players that are being rotating with them, by being their ally or friend. So that is the difference between the players, as they are going for the separation for the knocks or not. Like you see in the second zone shift, the players just went for the team 12 to team 11, and here comes another elimination by the red death is what that we're talking about for the hyper, not the hyper, they are team 10, the Infinity Strikers. That was a really good spray from the arrow, nobody. But we have the Prism that is following the Fury live. I don't know why, but it might be a great angle to the player. Okay. Firstly, the bullet just tossed like good and good per person, and the good quantity, as he just breathed out to the 15 SP. And we are going for the other players that are being available right now with the Infinity Striker, and they just waiting for the grenade, but the arrow don't know that the team just waiting for them in this situation, and I don't think this Thompson will be able to knock a player, as the distance is really huge, man. Okay. How? Oh, okay, he's really close to the team of the RD. and he just got a knock from the Pritham 22 that I was talking about. The nobody is also knocked, and rest of the teams we must need to talk on. I guess we have the Pritham 22, only the player from the Red Death Esports as author. They are knocked or they died. We have the 9 teams left in this matches, and I don't think we are going to have like a long duration for the winner and chicken dinner. We might have in this interval of 10 minutes, I guess. So when the team goes for the team 5, we're gonna have that kind of privilege to watch on. Okay, he was really like Pritham just went really. Oh shit! It was a really culprit for the team number 7, and here comes a knockout of the Hyper Secure. And the Start Fury Live just going for his recall, revive. And let's check for the other player. Like we have the 2 minutes left for the next circle shift, and we have the CHEEZIOUS Esports to the twist. We have the twist teams, like they do have the 2 players left here, but I can see all the 8 teams that are being available in this matches are in the one situation, and it was a good knockout by the Real 714. But okay, it was a complete elimination for the team by the CHEEZIOUS Esports that I was talking about, and we have the hyper slot also here as they have the 4 elimination. All the member of the hyper do have the 1 elimination in their book. They are holding this compound, which is really huge, man. How they do have the like control of this compound. I cannot like imagine. But the CGC is person not trying to stop in this location, and they're trying to move over the XP. They just went for a good fight, and they think that they might can go for the another one also instantly. But I don't think that is the good idea. Okay, we just converted to the team 6. Like it was really hard for the player to complete this elimination and just went for the rest. That is a good sign for the teams that they are completing this match really soon. And I was also seeking for the players to complete this match as soon as they can, because we have the 3 teams left here, and if the one team eliminated, we are like going for the team number like 5 teams left in this lobby, and the others just got eliminated. And that was the point I was asking for the teams, that they might need to be a quick, and we have the team hyper just going for the fight. Okay, we just converted to the team 5, and that was really like a challenging situation for the team, and they must need to be tackled on with the situation. And we have like limited team for the teams to have the winner chicken dinner, as we already know about that. And the winner chicken dinner moment will just arrive in some situation as the team XP just went for the shotgun fight with that player. And here come the XP's elimination, that they are collecting 8 elimination by this matches, and they just throw on the molly. This is got the vehicle, the single player. He was like, I will never go out with the teams where The vehicle moves on. Let's check with the last remaining players in this matches. As we have the HWZ Sports with the 4 elimination, that is a great sign of the teams. We have the SK at the slot 16 and slot 10. Okay, Sakura wasn't that much effective, I guess so, but he's doing something. I don't know why. But what about the other player that are being available in this matches and where are they? It's really suspicious question that the Doctor Boys are stacked on. Okay, guys, I gonna see the possible fight that is being tackled on this. We are moving to the another slot. If we have the Kmeng Khmer. We have the only player left from the Sakura Esports, man. Here comes a vehicle from the XP. And the Puzon was trying to look upon them, but he is thinking that if I cut my hair today, then I cannot grow it by tomorrow. Okay, here comes the 1v1 fight by the Puzon and he's trying to tackle out with the shotgun, and here comes the Molly. And it was the complete elimination to the Sakura Infinity Stickers just won this fight. And they're waiting for the other players. As the Kritark is going for the hunting, if you see any of the player that is being in the open area, he must need to fight without permission. Okay, he just knocked the player and he's already knocked. That was just promoting to the two teams, and here comes the winner and the chicken dinner for the players, I guess. That I was expecting from the teams. And we are waiting for the result section, guys. It is the winner when the chicken dinner starts. As you can know that the six eliminations were collected by the WC teams, and there is the complete like contribution by the players for that. And here we have the player summary, the four like four elimination by the Upjohn, and we have the Hyper June with the 629 23. The damage one grand elimination and 340 millimeter with a mag break, and 12,731 by Calvinis. I don't remember his name, but you can watch on all the stats pause by pause. Here's the team head to head, guys. You watch on that the Kim Kher PUBG and the SWZ Sports just went for the team head to head fight. The 11 elimination have the Kim Khmer PUBG, and you have it elimination, guys. It was the match summary, and we are going for the match data, guys. Here comes the match data. The SWZ Ponghavan, oh my god. And here comes the last standing of the match number 5, and we will going to make your point be ready. The SWZ, the Kemi Hammer PUBG to have the 17 elimination despite of don't having the winner winner chicken dinner, but you can see that the RWG Esports just went for the 16 point as they have the winner winner chicken dinner, and the both page just went on. That was quite good. And here we go for the top fragger. As we can see, the SKR doesn't have the four eliminations matches, and the over have like four eliminations. June also have the three elimination. Fury Live with three, Exodo three, and it was the complete elimination of the teams. And for today, our stream just ended on, and we are going back to our highlights section, and we will be back for tomorrow if there is any event. Okay, guys, thank you, take care, and goodbye. See you soon.